See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Tallawah TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Tallawah TV with the host and best Davis. Take it away.
My Tallawahs, good evening, good afternoon, or maybe even a good morning. All depends on where you're based in the world. Happy New Week, brand new week. Happy Monday. Hope your new week has gotten off to a positive start. Let me open up my comment section so I can get into some engagement there with you guys. Feel free to let me know how your week has started. Hopefully, you've gotten off to a positive start. Let me know how your weekend went as well. I probably didn't get the chance to speak to some of you over the weekend. So if I didn't, I hope your weekend went well. And just to reiterate, thank you so much to those of you who tuned in for my live watch along of the Reggae Girlz U17s there in the CONCACAF Women's Championship. If you missed that live stream, do head over to my video section and please do go ahead and give that a rewatch. Plenty of information there for you guys to get your teeth stuck into dissect some of the results as well, and more importantly, drop a comment under the comment section there in that particular video and I will definitely get back to you. Mr. Coach's desk, good evening, good evening. Let's see what you're saying. Good evening, Mr. Coach's Desk. How are you? To the few of you who are watching, if you're not familiar with Coach's Desk, I'm not sure why that is, but if you do love Jamaican football and all things Jamaican sports, then do head over to Coach's Desk, hit the subscribe button, and also go ahead and hit like on his latest video. So, guys, you can read the headline there. If you don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you guys. It says Yazmeen Jamieson creates history. So, today, we're going to be looking back at some of the reviews from the weekend of action there where the Reggae Girlz are concerned. As I've said, let me reiterate, Yazmeen Jamieson creates history for her club over in Canada. So we're going to get into that later on in the show. I'm going to be covering a number of leagues in the USL in the WSL, my apologies there, WSL and WSL, also in the Hungarian top division as well. So we're spread pretty broad tonight, and hopefully I will be able to deliver and meet your standards. I can see someone is in my studio, but before I bring him on screen, it's definitely a familiar face to you guys. Before I do that, let me go through the comment section with you guys. Mr. Sterling, good evening to yourself. How's your day going? How's the Monday treating you? I hope it's not a miserable Monday. Monday is usually quite dull and boring for a lot of us. So I hope you guys have kickstarted your week with plenty of energy. If you've gotten off to a bouncy start, I hope that your week gets better as the days come along. Thank you, Mr. Coaches. That's Owen. Good evening to yourself, Owen. How are you? How's your week looking, Owen? How's your Monday evening looking, or your Monday? Must be a Monday evening for you, Owen. I always forget your location. My apologies. There's quite a few of you in the comment section, quite a few of you subscribers there in the comment section. So sometimes it's difficult to keep on track of where everyone's located. But nevertheless, big up yourself, Owen. Rainy Monday, yes, I saw that the weekend was rainy for everyone. Well, everyone in the Caribbean, that is. Um, okay, how's it looking up there in space? I hope it's more peaceful than how things are down here on Earth. My day is going good. I managed to chalk off just about everything on my to-do list today, so that's a huge win for me. I'm usually scrambling, like trying to like organize things, but today I got everything down to a T, so I'm pretty pleased with myself today. For once, considering that it's a Monday, it's usually a bumpy Monday for me, but no, today is not the case. That's not the case today, outside of time. Okay. Okay, okay. So, guys, if you are just tuning in today, we're going to be looking back at the weekend of action where the Reggae Girls are concerned. Plenty of information to get through with regards to how the matches went. Couple of Reggae Girl derbies here and there in the WSL and also in the Women's Championship. There, that is the second division in women's football where England is concerned, with the top division being the WSL. So plenty of exciting information there for you guys to put into the back of your minds as we continue to follow the women's game. How comes I didn't get a call? I should be a first. Next time, my apologies. That was very rude of me. Next time, Mr. Coach, is this. It is actually good without. How do I get to space? I mean, that sounds peaceful. That sounds like my cup of tea. You know, I don't really like crowds, so that sounds like my cup of tea. It's gonna come back. I just can't be bothered these days. I can't be bothered, but it's gonna come back. Don't you worry. It's definitely going to come back. Sometimes I can't be bothered with the hair in my face. So just for you, I'm gonna bring it back. I promise. You might even see it tomorrow. Depending on how I'm feeling. At least someone likes the two dangling locks, as puts it. So, guys, let me bring on my co-host. Like I said, you guys are most definitely familiar with his face. If you're not familiar with his face or his name, it is none other than Mr. Malik Mills. How are you, sir?
Girl, how you doing today?
How's the Monday treating you?
The Monday is treating me good so far.
Yeah, what did you get up to?
Well, nothing. Just really do some research on the rugby, and we've been playing FIFA all day too.
Football and rugby. How's the rugby looking for us?
The rugby's looking good. And just want to be since you touched on that. Just wanted to say Jamaica male rugby team did qualify for the World Cup and the Commonwealth Games this summer.
Wow, okay, so that's something for us to keep our eyes on. It's definitely something there to keep our eyes on. Probably leave that in your trusted hands there, Malik, to keep us updated. So if there's any rugby lovers there in the comments section, don't worry, Malik's got us covered. Did you manage to catch that recent match there, Malik? I think it was played yesterday, right?
Yes, we played yesterday, but as you recall, we was watching the Canada. I mean, not the Canada game. I'm thinking of Thursday. It's only Monday, but we was watching the Jamaica and who was it? Bermuda game.
Yeah, Bermuda.
Yeah,
So it was on at the same time, then I take it.
yeah, it was on around. If I'm correct, it was on around that time.
Okay, okay, okay. All right,
But I
well,
know on Saturday, I know they did play two back-to-back games on Saturday. One game, I'm correct, they won 34-7. And I don't remember the score of the other game. I know one game they won 34-7.
okay, okay. Well, all that matters is the win. Not so much the score line. All that matters is getting over the line, and thankfully they've managed to do that. So hopefully, long may it continue.
Yep.
What about the women's games? Have you managed to catch up on any of the women fixtures?
No, not yet. Cause for some reason they haven't really been posting it on the Instagram page.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been posting, so I don't really know when is the woman fixtures. But I know they posted. They were supposed to. It was supposed to be around this time too, because I know that both teams traveled to the Bahamas this around the same time, so it was supposed to be around this time. But I don't really know what happened with those games. They ain't really post too much about those.
Okay, well, you're in luck then because I've got you covered where a couple of the Reggae Girls are concerned. Also got your president covered as well. I know I touched on Tiffany Cameron there over in Hungary. We're going to go
Mm,
back over Tiffany Cameron's result there in Hungary. And we're also going to be looking at Marlo Sweatman's team as well. They also play in Hungary. So we've got three Reggae Girls there playing in Hungary. Like I said, we're also going to be looking at the WSL. That's the top division of women's football here in England. We're also going to be looking at the championship, English Championship of Women's Football. And we're going to be crossing over to the pond to see how things are looking stateside. So let me go ahead and turn on my shared screen there. We can do special updates, but I'll leave you guys to decide which one is more special. I'm gonna keep my decision, my choice close to my chest, so I'll leave you guys to make your own mind up. So if I could go ahead and turn on my shade screen before
And
I do that, go on, Malik.
and I just wanted to say, one day I'm gonna give y'all a special treat. I'm going to give y'all a live coverage at when I go. One day I'm gonna try to go to the what you call it, the Washington Spirit game,
The wash.
and I'm gonna give us a live coverage from the Washington Spirit game. So this will be the first time on any YouTube channel that I will try to get live coverage and hopefully get an interview with Miss Snyder on foreign soil.
There you go, guys. Malik set himself a channel challenge. I should say, can't even get my words out my mouth because I'm just as surprised as you are. So that one caught me off guard. So there you go, guys. If you want to hold him to his words, you can. I know what I'll be doing. He says that I'm gonna take it. Is that this season, Mr. Mills? Are you going for
Yeah,
this season?
yes, yes, this season.
Okay, okay, okay. And there's reasons why you've chosen Washington as well. So, guys, keep your eyes peeled. This season, Malik has given himself a commitment, a challenge to go and cover a live fixture in the WSL over in stateside over in the pond, across the pond, I should say. I say across the pond because I'm based in the UK and Malik is based in the United States. You should know by now that we have a handful of Reggae Girls playing competitive football over in the United States. So keep your eyes peeled for that one, guys. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn on my shared screen. But before I do that, I'm going to remove my banner, my lovely banner, which says Yazmeen Jamieson creates history. We're going to be getting into that history making there for Yazmeen Jamieson later on in the show. If you guys haven't done so already, please do go ahead and hit the like button. If you're just tuning in, happy Monday to yourself, or at least I hope you're having a happy Monday. If your Monday's gotten off to a rocky start, or your week has gotten off to a rocky start, I hope that it gets better as the days come along. So let me go ahead and remove my banner and let me go and turn on my shared screen. And just I was actually going to start with Marlo Sweatman's game there, but just so my special co-host, I'm going to make him happy and I'm going to backtrack a little bit and look back at Saturday's fixtures, which means I'll be starting off tonight's show by looking back at the president. If you don't know who the president is, do not let Mr. Malik Mills know that you don't know who the president is. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and help you out. If you don't know the president is Miss Tiffany Cameron. Okay, so don't forget that lovely bit of information. Let me go and stick my shared screen on. I hope you guys can all see that. See, the numbers are going up there. So good evening to yourself if you're just tuning in. Let me go ahead and click the table. And the table pretty much reads for itself, doesn't it? If you have been following the top division there in Hungary, where the women's football is concerned, then you should be familiar with the table. More importantly, you should be familiar with two teams. The number two place team, the second ranked place team there, Eto FC. That is the club belonging to Tiffany Cameron and Alika Keane. So go ahead and write that down in your notes and please do not forget. As you can see, they are currently sat in second place. If you look down, two places down in fourth position, you can see Victoria, and that is the club belonging to Marlo Sweatman. So if you go ahead and click on Eto FC, like I said, this one was played on Saturday. This was a draw, 6 goal thriller there, and it was the lovely Tiffany Cameron who fired a second half equalizer to lead Eto FC to a stunning comeback in a thrilling 3-all draw against their host there in the Hungarian top division. And as you can see, as you can tell, I should say, based off what I've said, Tiffany Cameron's goal pretty much opened up the floodgates for more goals to follow for her club. Unfortunately, the host had a bit of comeback there. I say unfortunately because obviously we would have liked to have seen the away side being Eto FC. Would have loved to have seen them walk away with all 3 points on the road. But on this occasion, that wasn't the case. Huge positive from this game is that they were able to come back because, as I've stated, it was Tiffany Cameron who pulled the trigger for the equalizer there in the second half. Little bit of an update there where Alika Keane is concerned. She's currently on the sideline. At least for this game, she was on the sideline. She's making her way a steady recovery, that is, from COVID. Hopefully, she'll be able to play in an all important match coming up midweek. So, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information on that all important match. Whilst we are in Hungary, let me go ahead and backtrack just a little bit. Go back to that all important table, and we're going to go down and click on Victoria. Sometimes these things are a little bit temperamental. Okay, there we go. So this one was played yesterday. I do apologize. I usually give you guys weekend updates on a Sunday, but yesterday was a little bit different, bearing in mind I had to do a live watch along, hence me pushing the review from the weekend of action fixtures over to Monday. So I do apologize for keeping you guys waiting. This one, another results that pretty much reads for itself. As you can see there, Marla Sweatman and Victoria shared the points in a 2-all draw against Austria-Hungary. And just to reiterate, this is the top division of women's football in Hungary. So give you guys a gentle reminder, if I can scroll up and look at that table once more. In second place, we have, as things stands there on 32 points, we have Eto FC, the home of Alika Keane and Tiffany Cameron, and Victoria there sitting on 24 points there. That is the home belonging to Marlo Sweatman. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comment section before I go any further. How you feeling there, Malik?
I'm feeling pretty good, and I just have two quick questions.
Mm-hmm.
How do, so when you go on Google, what do you type in to get up the league that Tiffany Cameron plays in? Because when I typed in the female team, and like the league never popped up. The league never popped up for me. It just popped up with like a whole bunch of different informations and like the table and the scores never popped up.
I know. It can be frustrating. This is one of the conversations. I'm sure I've had this conversation about Tiffany and Marlo, like, and it's not just the Hungarian top division. It's women's football. Sometimes you have to dig deep just to find out basic information like starting 11, substitution, minutes played, and stuff like that. But what I usually do is just type in the name of the club. Sometimes I have to go onto third party website, and it's down to your trusting of that website. Probably look at their results, look at how reliable their results are, because sometimes they do get it wrong, and sometimes you're
Mhm.
literally looking at the male team as well. So go with like the top rank third party website, and that usually their information on there is usually accurate. But if you're searching for the women's team in Hungary, then just do the women's team. So what's if it's Victoria, for example, Victoria women's team in Hungary, or in Eto FC would be Eto FC women's team again in Hungary. So you have to like try and be as accurate with your searching so that it could lead you to the right source. But I've been in your position before, so I know just how frustrating it is to try and find
Mhm.
information and you can't find it. So you're not alone. Guys, if you're just tuning into the live stream, good evening to yourself, Mr. Hot Chili. Good evening to yourself. Fresh God, how you, sir? Good evening. Pick up yourself, Travis there. Thank you all for tuning in. I know, well, I say I know I've never gotten COVID, thankfully, or at least it feels like I've never gotten it. Sometimes you can have it and you might and you won't know. But I don't think I've had COVID up until
Well, I could,
this point. Hopefully it stays like that. But I've heard, especially when it comes to footballers, that it does take a toll on your body. I'm say footballers, but just everyone really, it does take a toll on your body, and recovery is probably
it
not
does.
like really. Have you had it before?
Yeah.
How was it?
Well, I couldn't taste. I couldn't smell. I really couldn't. I couldn't. It was like I had it for what? I think like 2 weeks, like the normal time they said. But like it's like my dad went to work and then he caught it and then he brought it back home. He didn't know until it was like late. and then that's when we all called it in here.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
so
can be
like
like that. If you have it and you don't know and you're not isolating, then you can pass it on to someone unintentionally. But with regards to sports, since we're talking about football, like you can see with a number of footballers, particularly in the Premier League, who have gotten COVID, that the recovery process is slow and steady, and it takes a lot out of them to go back to their usual self. It's not just a 1 or 2 week recovery. Sometimes it can go on for a number of weeks. So hopefully, in Alika Keen's case, this won't be the situation. Hopefully, she can bounce back. Particularly, would love to see her in that midweek cup game there for Eto, Eto FC and Victoria. My apologies there, guys. And also, a little bit selfish of me, but obviously would love to see her fit and ready for the action-packed championship there, where the women's CONCACAF is concerned and the senior Reggae Girls team. So hopefully she's fit and ready by the time June. I say June because we're looking, well, Mr. Blaine is looking to put some friendlies there in the pipeline. Hopefully by June she's fit and ready, and fingers crossed we should see her back in the national senior women's side there in July. You good, Malik?
yeah, Christy, you walked right into my second question. My second question. I seen the president posted it early on her Instagram about lifting a trophy for the second time in
Yeah,
back to back years. So I
yeah,
wanted
that
to
that
say,
would carry on.
I wanted to know, do you think that the president will be able to lift a trophy for the second straight year?
It is feasible. It is definitely feasible, but we have to remind ourselves that she's going up against an opponent, not only her compatriot Marla Sweatman, but she's also going up against a team that beat Eto FC not too long ago. That was a result that myself and you guys in the comment section dissected some weeks ago. It was actually on April the 2nd, just to remind you guys there that Victoria FC were the winners on that occasion, and they actually beat Eto FC 2-0. So, yes, it is feasible for her to become a champion once more, where the, what do you want to call it, where the Hungarian Cup is concerned. But she'll be going up against a team with her compatriot Marlo Sweatman, who were no pushovers. So, yes, it's feasible, but I'm not expecting it to be a walk in the park. So, we have looked at Victoria, we have looked at Eto in the Hungarian top division there. So, I think if I could just look at my schedule, I think we can cross over there to the WSL. Just to reiterate, the WSL there. Wow. Big up yourself, Edison Sports. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you on the channel. I hope your Mondays, or your week, I should say, has gotten off to a positive start. That does not sound pleasant at all. That doesn't sound pleasant. Oh, it is no joke. It's not. It's definitely not. Mr. Ian Guna, good evening to yourself there, sir. I hope your Monday, your week has gotten off to a positive start. If it hasn't, hopefully the days will get better as they come. So, guys, I think it's right for us to just go over to the WSL. If you're just tuning in and you're wondering what is tonight's conversation about, tonight we're doing a look back, a review of a couple of the Reggae Girls games there that were played over the weekend between Saturday and Sunday. And if you've just tuning in, you have just missed our update from the Hungarian top division of women's football. So we touched on Tiffany Cameron, Alika Keen's Eto FC, and also Victoria FC, the home of Marlo Sweatman. So now we're going to go over to the WSL. Just to remind you all, the WSL is the top division of women's football over in England. So and also the banner, the star of the show, Yazmeen Jamieson, creates history. So we're going to sit on that one for a little while longer. I'm going to keep you guys waiting, and it's all with great intent. I'm going to leave that one for later on in the show. And I'm going to actually remove that banner temporarily so that you guys could read the screen with me. So I'm going to go over, and you good, Malik?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to go over and look at the WSL. L. And you can see who is sitting pretty at the top of the table, can't you? Malik will be pleased, definitely pleased to see his Chelsea there, sitting at the top of the league there on 47 points. Their closest rivals, London rivals, Arsenal, sitting in second place. 1 point separates the two there, the two London side, pretty much neck and neck. Definitely can call this one neck and neck as things stand. This is going down to the wire in terms of who would be crowned queens of the WSL. So let's start off with Chelsea. This is the club belonging to Mr. Malik Mills, my lovely co-host, and it was a derby. It was a London derby here. 3-1 winners. Chelsea came out as 3-1 winners. This was a London derby. Not only was it a London derby, it was also a Reggae Girlz derby there. And it would have been, I would have liked to have seen, might be a little bit upsetting for you guys. You guys can read the starting 11 for yourself in case you guys haven't picked up on anything. I'll scroll down a little bit for you. Probably still haven't picked up on it. Probably you have because you are some smart people, some smart subscribers. If you haven't, let's scroll down and make it quite obvious there for you. As you can see, we've got Rebecca Spencer there, our goalkeeper, on the bench, and also we had Drew Spence on the bench for their respective club. All important scoreline here in one of the Reggae Girlz derby in the top flight of women's football in England. It is the blue half of London who walked away with the all important 3 points there. Chelsea, Malik's Chelsea, beating Tottenham 3-1. I did say we have a few derbies there, Reggae Girls derbies in the WSL, didn't I? So if we click onto Manchester City, we see another Reggae Girls derby. I know you guys know who belongs to which club. If I can actually find the result that I'm searching for, there it is. I know by now you must know who played for Manchester City, and you should definitely know who plays for Leicester City. In case you don't, let me give you a friendly reminder. Manchester City is the club belonging to Bunny Shaw, that's Khadija Bunny Shaw, and Leicester City is the club belonging to none other than Paige Bailey Gale. All important. I know you guys want to see the starting 11, so let me go ahead and scroll and give you guys the starting 11 there. Pretty much read for itself, doesn't it? I know it's a little bit disappointing. I do apologize. If I was in control, both players would have started that game. If I go back and see if I can give you guys a timeline there, see if I can get it up on screen so you guys can see. So as you
But
can see there, Paige Bailey Gale substituted in the 72-minute. And if I scroll down, you can see Khadija Shaw there substituted on in the 64th minute. How many times have we said this, guys? I do apologize. Don't shoot the messenger. So what this means is Khadija Bunny Shaw and Paige Bailey Gale came on in the second half for their respective clubs as Manchester City secured maximum points against Leicester City in the WSL. Malik, you were saying something?
yeah, I was saying, you know that if you know that, I don't know why, but it's like in London, in the country of England, it's like I feel like a lot of the Jamaican players, period, get a lot of fight. To get into the starting lineups. Rather it's man or rather it's woman. They get a lot of fight. They get a lot of fight to get into the starting lineup.
You know what, Malik? Better you say it than me. Better you say it than me. I think a few of the people in the comment section will definitely agree with you, especially where the women's team is concerned. I think many will agree with you, particularly when we look at Manchester City, where Bunny plays, and also Leicester City, where Paige Bailey Gale plays. So,
Cause, because I'm gonna say this before you go to the next one. Cause look at it like this. I guarantee you right now, if Bunny Shaw was to go to any other country, any club here in America, she would be on the starting lineup 9 out of 10 times. Unless they just say, you know what, tonight we're gonna give you a rest. But 9 out of 10 times, she will be right there in the starting lineup. And probably here in America, she probably be the leading goal scorer. Dennis Rodman will probably be the second best player in the whole of America. Because Bunny Shaw way better than her. So, you know,
and Paige as well, Paige Bailey Gale as well, correct?
yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they was, like here in America or somewhere else, they be, starting. Drew Spence be starting.
I don't disagree with you there, Malik, but I definitely don't disagree with you. But better you say it than me there, where England is concerned. There are some reasons there, particularly where Manchester City is concerned, in terms of why Bunny is usually coming on as a coming on as a substitute. But I'm glad that you've picked up on a few things.
Because if I could, I would love to ask Bunny, even though I know she's not going to truly answer because she can't. But how does she feel about being on the bench? Because I don't think she should be on the bench for Manchester City. Not even with the players that Chelsea had. If we got Bunny Shaw, I don't think she should be on the bench. Bunny Shaw to be a starter on any team she is on. If Manchester City would have had Bunny Shaw starting in the first 15 games, they probably would have been top three. But they top four, right? Top four, top five. They probably would have been top three.
I don't think anyone in the comment section is going to disagree with you on that one there, Malik. Let me just give a quick read of what's been said in the comment section. Um, yeah, yeah. The thing is, they have to play twice as better to hold on to. Yeah, exactly. Work twice as hard, right? Definitely have to work twice as hard. Um, we already know that though. Growing up, we know that we definitely have to work twice as hard. But players like Paige Bailey Gale and Bunny as well, despite having to work twice as hard, they usually use that as a motivation. I can't speak for either player, but it seems as if they use that as a fuel for motivation to either be on the score sheet or creating the assists. And we also know what they're capable of when it comes to their national side as well. So they let the football do the talking when they're given a fair and equal opportunity. And fairness and opportunity has to come with consistency. It's not just here and there done at random. It has to, you have to build on consistency. But I don't have any question marks over either Paige Bailey Gale or Bunny because we know about their capabilities and their abilities as well. Good evening to yourself if you are just tuning into the live stream. As you can see, I'm joined by the lovely co-host, Mr. Malik Mills there, and we're actually doing a review, a Reggae Girlz Weekend of Action review, and we've touched on, if you're just tuning in, you're a little bit late. You can always watch this one back on replay. We've already touched on the top division in Hungary, so we've already looked at Victoria FC. That's the club belonging to Marlo Sweatman. We've also looked at Eto FC. That is the club belonging to none other than Tiffany Cameron. My apologies, the president there. I don't want my lovely co-host to leave his seat and turn off his
But
camera.
well, it's not gonna be me. It's gonna be the CIA, the secret, the Jamaican Secret Service coming up.
That is run by Malik himself, guys. Malik and his troops. So when you're referring to Tiffany Cameron, refer to her as the president because you don't want to get no one upset. All right, guys, in the comment section. So, and we also looked at the WSL, a couple derbies there in the WSL. We had the North London derby that would have been between Rebecca Spencer's Tottenham and Drew Spence's Chelsea. Chelsea came out as the winners there in that particular fixture, and they had the maximum points, secured maximum points in their back pocket. Can't get my words right, guys. My apologies. Maximum points in their back pocket, beating Tottenham 3-1, and they also did that away from home. And we also touched on Manchester City, another Reggae Girlz derby there. That would have been between Bunny for Manchester City and Paige Bailey Gale for Leicester City. So I've given you guys a quick little run through, even outside of you guys tuning into the stream a little bit later than expected. So you guys are up to date now, so you don't have to worry about going back and watching what's been said. I've done the hard work for you. So someone here is saying, Mr. Leon Price, sorry, I mispronounced your name there. Mr. Leon Price is asking, what's up? What history did Yazmeen Jamieson create? Excellent question, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep you guessing. I'm going to keep you waiting, and I'm going to do it with great intent. And we're going to talk about Miss Yazmeen Jamieson later on in the show. Yes, she did create history over in Canada with her club, the Rovers. We're going to be looking at that game there later on in the show. So sit tight. If you haven't hit the like button already, do go ahead and kindly hit that like button for me. It will be greatly appreciated if you go ahead and do that. I had a team was getting slapped. Only bad thing, none of the Jamaicans started. I know. It's a little bit unfortunate. But if you're gonna turn a negative into a positive, I guess we can say at least their team won, right? And we also had some substitutions there, so at least their team won. Okay, guys. So you good your end, Malik?
Yes.
Right, so let me go ahead and turn on my shared screen once more. This is going to sound a little bit repetitive. I'm going to have to remove the banner quickly, guys. I say repetitive because I'm actually referring to Liverpool. I know I have spoken about Liverpool already. Actually, let's go over here before we do anything else. Let's go over here and let's click on this picture right here, kissing the trophy. And in case you're wondering who is that, that is Jade Bailey. And I did give you guys this information when it came some weeks ago. A little bit of backtracking there. Jade Bailey and Liverpool celebrate winning the championship in style, having previously clinched the title against Bristol City. And this was a match report I wrote there for the Voice newspaper. Give it a quick little read for you guys just to re-jog your memory. As you can see there, Reggae Girl Jade Bailey and Liverpool women secure promotion to the FA Women's Super League after winning the championship. Their newfound status came after an entertaining 4-2 victory over second place Bristol City in front of a division record attendance of 5,752 at Ashton Gate on Sunday. So this was written a while ago. And when did I write this? This was actually on the 4th of April. So things have changed in the championship there in regards to league positioning. So if we go back over to Liverpool and we look at their latest victory, if I can get it up on screen for you guys, let's see their latest victory. I'm actually clicking on the wrong team there, guys. Let's go back and see if I can do that properly for you all. Screen's been a little bit stubborn, so let's go ahead and try a different method there. If I could scroll down, there we have it. As you can see, Liverpool there, 6-1 winners against Sheffield United. All important information that I know you guys are searching for is Jade Bailey. You guys don't care about nothing else. Jade Bailey there substituted on in the 83rd minute to see out victory for Liverpool. 6-1 hammering by Liverpool. Just to reiterate, Liverpool women are the current champions, the reigning champions of the championship there in the English division, and they're moving on up to the WSL. Just to give you guys another look at that trophy celebration, their medal around Jade Bailey's neck and a kiss to top off her weekend, a kiss on the trophy. Let's see. We can actually
Yeah.
stay. Go on there, Malik.
So I was saying, so Jay Bailey also didn't stop. You see, what?
Yeah, Jade Bailey didn't. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but Jade Bailey also didn't start. So, guys, don't shoot the messenger. If I was in control of team selection, you know our girls would be starting week in, week out.
I think you might need to write an article on that, Kristen. Called 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 for crying out loud,
For
and then
crying out loud,
and
start the Reggae Girls.
yes,
Okay, I might have to reconsider that. I have to tread very carefully though. I don't want to step on no toes and upset the wrong people. But
Well,
I hear you.
but I mean, that's what the press does. You know, the press, you know, they go places where us normal people can't go. They step on the toes of the giant to get the questions and the answers for us little people. So y'all are like the the security guard at the nightclub, and you know when someone gets acting crazy, you know you gotta put them out or you gotta defend the person who you know who not really trying to get in trouble. So you the security guard or the guardian angel.
I
Yeah,
like
that sound more better. The guardian angel. I would say you are the guardian angel for us little people.
I like the
That's
way
that's
you put that.
that's everyone. That's Crystal's new nickname, the guardian angel.
We need a nickname for Malik Mills, guys. If you guys can come up with a nickname there, run them by us, and we're gonna pick the favorite, or I will pick the favorite. Malik won't get to pick. I'm gonna pick one for him. If you guys can come up with a nickname, let me know a nickname for Malik. You've the politician has been rubbing off on you. I like the way you were silky smooth there with your explanation. So the politician definitely have a good effect on you. You guys know who the
Well,
politician is, right?
well, me and the politician, I'm part of his cabinet. So you know, when he's running for the Prime Minister of England, I will be his campaign manager. A vote for Visit is a vote for all of England.
Okay, okay, okay. I hope that comes with some special privilege, maybe some special Reggae Girls privilege when you have Mr. Richard Stevens there running the office and also Malik there as his right hand man. Jasmine, good evening to yourself. How are you? I hope you had a fabulous weekend. I hope your Monday has gotten off to a strong start. If it hasn't, I hope your week gets better as the days comes through. Nice to see you around. I haven't seen you here in a while, but nice to see you here. In case you're wondering, there, Jasmine, myself, and my lovely co-host, Mr. Malik Mills, we're doing a quick run through of the Reggae Girls weekend of action, touching on a couple leagues there, touch on the leagues in Hungary, touch on the WSL, and we are currently looking at the championship, the English championship there, and we've already touched on Jade Bailey and Liverpool. They are the champions there of the championship. So the Reds will be coming up to WSL, the WSL that is the top division of women's football in England. So plenty there to be happy about. And we've also looked at a couple of the Reggae Girls derby. Whilst I'm in the championship, I'm actually going to backtrack because there's a few more games there to touch on in the championship. But before I do that, I need to bring up my what do I need to bring up? I need to bring up my table so that I can actually look at the games that I want to touch on with you guys. So bear with me. Let me bring up that table once more.
And cool. So how many leagues is it in the WSL?
The most important one, the two most important one that pretty much matters to us is the WSL, and in terms of the football period, the WSL and the championship. And so anything outside of that, in the nicest ways, really none of our concern in terms of Reggae Girls to keep our eyes on for the time being. And I say that with great respect because obviously we're looking at Reggae Girls and their in weekend of action involvement there. So I'm gonna turn on the shared screen, and as you guys can see, let me just reiterate: the star of tonight's show is Yazmeen Jamieson, and the banner reads for itself, doesn't it? Yazmeen Jamieson creates history. I'm going to allow you guys to go ahead and scratch your head and wonder what history did Jamieson create? She created history in Canada, and we're going to be getting into that in the next couple of minutes. So do sit tight and do be patient with me and my co-host, Mr. Malik Mills. If you are just tuning in, kindly go ahead and hit the like button there. If you can, it will be greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So let me go ahead and remove my banner once more, because if I keep it up, you guys won't be able to see the league tables, that is, as clearly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over. Let me switch on my, would help if I switch on the shared screen, wouldn't it? Right, so you guys should be able to see the shared screen. If I go over and look at the league table, this one reads for itself. Again, if you guys don't want to read it, I have no problem reading it for you. And it says 2-1 Crystal Palace, 2-1 winners there over Watford. Now you're probably wondering, why are we looking at Crystal Palace? Well, let's go ahead and look at their starting 11 there. If I could scroll down, or maybe I'll allow you guys to figure this one out for yourselves. You are smart enough to spot your Reggae Girl. If in case you can't see it, I don't know, maybe you've had a long day and you're a little bit tired, let me go ahead and point it out for you. It is Siobhan Wilson there for Crystal Palace. And if we scroll up and look at the result, just to reiterate, Crystal Palace, Siobhan Wilson and Crystal Palace produced a 2-1 league win over Watford in their last home game of the 2021-2022 season. So that is their last home game there, guys, and they have signed off their current league campaign in style, beating Watford 2-1. So, whilst we're in the championship, let me go ahead and look for another team there for you guys. If I go and look at the teams,
And
go on there, Malik.
and I would just say, I know I'm getting a little bit ahead, but when we get to the NWSL, I got a little bit of bad news.
Oh, 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 Malik, I don't know if you want any bad news tonight. I don't know if you want any bad news. How bad is the bad news there, Malik?
The bad news is not that bad, but it was, you know how I told you I was going to, try to do a live stream from the game.
Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna cover that game. If that's the game that you're thinking, who are we thinking of? Goalkeeper?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna touch on that game as well. So when we get to that point, I'll probably allow you to give the update on that. I get up the results on screen
All
for you.
right.
Mr. Gregory Reed, you are far too kind. This is the I can't be bothered style. So sorry guys. Someone said that they like my two plaits at the front. I think they prefer that to my hair being up. So I might go back during the week. I'm gonna go back to my two plaits there. Today I just couldn't be asked if having something in my face. So you're
I
tuning
I
in.
think you should.
It's me. Yes, sir.
I think you should. I think you should stay like that.
You think I should stay like this?
Yes, with the angel bun. You know the angel. Especially with the guardian angel, you got the angel bun.
You're far too slick. You are way too slick, Mr. Mills. You're way too slick. Mr. Bailey, good evening to yourself there, Mr. Bailey. Better late than never. I hope you had a splendid weekend, and I hope that your Monday has gotten off to a positive start. Good news there if you're here to find out about the Reggae Girls. Plenty of action there to dissect. No bad news, couple victories, couple derbies there, couple Reggae Girls derbies in the top division of the WSL. Top division of the WSL, top division of the Women's League in England, that being the WSL, and also in the Championship there, couple Reggae Girls derbies there as well. So let me go ahead and turn on my shared screen. Mr. Bailey, I have to remove your comment temporarily just so I can allow the guys in the comment section to look at the shared screen. What I'm gonna do is I am going to look at the championship table. Completely lost train of thought there for a second. So I'm going to be looking at the championship table, and we are going to look at the second. I'm going to allow you guys, I'm going to leave that there for a second. Can you guys see what I'm seeing outside of the obvious? So from the number one position, and it's highlighted in grey because that's the club belonging to Jade Bailey. Jade Bailey's Liverpool. They are the reigning queens, the reigning champions of the championship there in the English second division there. The top division, number one division, is the WSL. So as you can see there, FA WSL 2 right at the top of your screen for the 2021-2022 league campaign. So that be the current league season. So guys, from the number one position through to the number four position, I don't know what you guys can identify. I can identify something. I'm going to lead you guys to scratch your heads and think about what it is that I've identified off the jump. And we're going to dive right in to London City. If you guys have said anything in the comment section, I can't currently see it because as you can see, I'm looking at um, a separate screen at the moment, so I can't actually see what you guys are saying. But I will respond to you in a couple of minutes. So let's go over to Bristol City. Bristol City and London City there, the two cities there. London City, as you can tell, you should know based off the first goal scorer there inside the 11th minute. Our Reggae Girl there, premise there opening the scoring for London City. You should know by now which player belongs to Bristol City. If in case you've had a long weekend and you don't know or you don't remember, let's go ahead and look at the lineups there. And if I scroll down, should be able to point out the name for you. Or maybe you've spotted the name for yourself. If you haven't, it is Murray there, Satara Murray. That's the club belonging to, that's the player belonging to Bristol City. So two Reggae Girls, another Reggae Girls derby there in the championship. How can you not love the English game? We are spoiled for choices where Reggae Girls are concerned. So let's read that out for you guys once more. Atlanta premise opened the scoring as London City defeated Bristol City 3-1 in the FA Women's Championship. This one pretty much reads for itself. Don't think you needed me to read it for you, but why not? Might as well give it a read whilst I'm there. So we've looked at the championship, and whilst I'm here, I'm going to backtrack. I hope you guys have figured out what I'm referring to with regards to the first position all the way down to the fourth position. I'm going to be looking in the comment section in a matter of minutes. So I hope you guys have spotted what I have spotted. I know you guys are intelligent enough to identify what I have identified. So we're going to look at the number 7 team there. The team sitting in 7th place is Charlton Athletics. Now I know you guys know who plays for Charlton Athletic, but in case you guys have forgotten, I'm going to give you a friendly reminder. That is the club belonging to Vian Sampson. And if we look at the timeline there, because I know you guys are only concerned about did she play, did she not play, did she start? A little bit of an unfortunate news. No, she did not start, but she did come on as a substitute in the 85th minute. So there you go. You can see Vian Sampson. She came on in the 85th minute there, my apologies, to help Charlton Athletic see out their small victory, winning 3-0 away from home against Blackburn Rovers. So let's take a quick pause and see what you guys are saying in the comment. Have you guys actually spotted? Have you guys spotted it, or do you need me to go ahead and say it for you? I have no problem saying it for you. Mr. Dre Any Weather Sports. Pick up yourself, Mr. Dre Any Weather Sports. If you guys are not familiar with Dre Any Weather Sports, you're doing yourselves a huge disservice. Let me repeat myself again. You are doing yourselves an absolute disservice. Please do go ahead and head over to Dre Any Weather Sports. Click that subscribe button and go ahead and hit like on his latest video. Someone who is insightful when it comes to all things Jamaican football. Notice I said all things Jamaican football. I didn't put agenda to it because there isn't no need to do that. He's got all grounds covered. So if you haven't subscribed to Dre Any Weather Sports yet, let me reiterate, you are doing yourselves an absolute disservice. Mr. Bailey says, big up Liverpool and Jade Bailey. The two Baileys there. That's a lovely surname, isn't it? You might want to do some DNA check there. That might be your long lost cousin there, Mr. Bailey. Big up yourself, Miss Jones Spence. I hope you're having a lovely evening. I hope your Monday has gotten off, or I should say your week not your Monday, your week has gotten off to a strong and positive start. We are going to add another from Palace soon. You heard what the man said there, and I know when I say I only have intelligent people in the room, the man has said it for you guys in case you haven't realized that. So let me go ahead and remove Dre's comment so we can go back and look at that table again, just in case you guys haven't spotted it. Like I said, I forgive you because it is a long day, isn't it? So you can pretty much see this one. A couple of the results that I've read out there. Jade Bailey there, the current reigning champions, the queens of the championship there, and also London City. We just read out London City, that's the club belonging to Primus there. And we also have Murray playing for Bristol City. We also have Siobhan Wilson playing for Crystal Palace. So the Reggae Girls occupy the top 4 position. Let me reiterate that for you all just in case you didn't hear me. The Reggae Girls occupy the top 4 position there in the WSL Championship, the Championship of English Women's Football. Top 4 position belongs to the Reggae Girls. A number of our girls playing for selected teams there in the top 4. Jade Bailey, the reigning queen, the queen of the championship with her club, Liverpool. So we're sitting comfortable in the championship, aren't we? So that's some good news. If you guys are having a bit of a downer on your Monday, hopefully that bit of news has uplifted you. I think you should. I definitely think you should. It's it's their family, the Baileys. They, yeah, both Baileys, Bailey on the men's team, Bailey on the women's team. It's a lovely name. When Gerard comes to Liverpool, they will both be at the club because he's bringing Bailey over. Do we think that Steven Gerrard would bring Leon Bailey to Liverpool? Oh, I would love that. Another Jamaican playing for Liverpool. I say I would love it. I'm obviously not a Liverpool fan, but to have a reggae boy, a Jamaican born, playing for one of the most successful clubs on the planet, you can't help but to support that one, right? If in case you guys are thinking, is that the end of the show? Of course, it's not the end of the show because we haven't spoken about the star girl, Miss Yazmeen Jamieson. She created history over the weekend with her club in Canada. So we're going to be talking about the star girl and her achievement. She is my star girl of the weekend because let me reiterate, she created history with her club. So we're going to be talking about Yazmeen Jamieson later on. But before I do that, we haven't been to Scotland yet. So let me go ahead and line up Scotland. But before I do that, let me check on my lovely co-host there, Mr. Mills. How you doing?
I am doing absolutely fine.
How you feeling about the results so far?
How I feel about the results? I'm feeling pretty much good. I seen that it looked like it was so far. Only one reggae girl got the start, and that was at London City.
Are you talking
But
about the you're talking about oh, you didn't see Bristol City? Bristol City with Satara Murray as well?
oh, she started too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, so we had two reggae girls that started so far in London this weekend,
We
which
got
is good.
that
But
was an away game, so that was Bristol. Bristol is not in London, but yeah, she was there.
but
Where's her name? Satara Murray. Yeah, Satara Murray was there for Bristol City there.
we
Bristol City was the home side for those of you who are wondering.
yeah, with two reggae girls that got to start in England. And sorry for say London, everyone. If I don't want to get anyone confused, but for starting in England, and that's good, but it's not good enough. Come on, England. Come on, Prince. I don't remember your name, Prince, but you know, you know, yeah. But I think it's Harry, something like that. But yeah, you know, you in charge of the FA, so you might need to tell them to stop more Reggae Girlz, especially Bunny Soft.
Start the Reggae Girls, the ones who play in the WSL and the championship as well. Otherwise, Mr. Malik is telling me I need to write an article. You don't want me to go and draw from my pen because the pen game is quite brutal. Okay, so start doing
And
the right things with the respective clubs there.
and Crystal, one of them top reporters. She's not a mid level reporter. She's like she's like she's like Steven. She's like the female version of Stephen A. Smith. And every when she talk, everyone listen.
Oh wow, if I ever have a downer and need a booster, I need some energy, I definitely know who to turn to, none other than Mr.
Mm.
Malik Mills there. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. If you're just tuning in, kindly go ahead and hit that like button. We are edging towards the end of the show there. We've gone past the 1 hour mark. Like I said, we haven't been to Rangers yet, so I think it's only right that we go ahead and do exactly that. And let me, bit rude of me not to turn on my share screen. Let me go ahead and remove my banner. Before we talk about the star girl being Yazmeen Jamieson. Sorry there, guys. I seem to be watching myself on my um video there just to see how the quality looks for you guys. Okay, so let's go to Rangers. And as you can see, this one took place yesterday, the 24th of April. Rangers playing at home. This one was a special game for Kayla McCoy and also Chantel Swaby, outside of the obvious being the 4-0 victory there in the Scottish Women's Premier League top division of Scottish women's football. 4-0 winners over Aberdeen. Some pleasing news to give you guys there. Kayla McCoy doubled the lead for Rangers as the Jays there defeated Aberdeen 4-0 in what was the squad's, hear this guys, in what was the squad's first match at the Ibrox Stadium as a professional side. You guys are probably thinking surely not, but let me go ahead. If you cast your eyes at the bottom of the screen, you would see Stadium Ibrox,
Crystal,
right? Yes,
Crystal.
sir.
Can you show everyone? Can you show us the screen, please?
Oh, you guys are not seeing the screen. Wow, I had a blunder. Guys, I'm gonna go back and show you the screen. See, this is why he's my trusted co-host. I had a complete blunder there. Let me turn on my shade screen and go back and show you guys what I was referring to. So there you go, guys. Rangers. If you can see on the screen there, Rangers 4-0 winners over Aberdeen. And as I've said, let me reiterate, it was Kayla McCoy who doubled the lead for the home side being Rangers as they defeated Aberdeen 4-0. And let me go over what I have already said. Let me reiterate. This was the squad's first match at the Ibrox Stadium as a professional side. So if I scroll down, give you guys a bit of evidence there, you can see at the bottom of the screen that it clearly says Ibrox Stadium. So, like I said, if you guys are having a bit of a downer, a couple of these results should definitely put a little bit of a bounce in your step, right? Should definitely brighten up your Monday. If it's a blue Monday, I hope that it has made you guys feel a little bit
Well,
positive.
well, it's a blue Monday, but it's a good blue Monday, cause
I should not have even encouraged that conversation. I set myself up there, right, guys? Definitely set myself up there. Right, so we're
but
gonna go on there, Malik.
no, I just want to say, soon we can all of us can soon see you, Christy, on Sky Sports. Soon see you on the
I don't,
sideline.
I don't know if that's possible, Malik. I don't know if there is a God, which I do believe, then yes, it is possible. But outside of that, I'm not too sure about that. That's the reason why I have this platform, right? So I can do what I do what I love, and communicate and meet lovely people like yourself. But thank you for the warm words. Let me know in the comment section as well what you guys think of my lovely co-host. Let me know what you guys think of his research. Yes, I do say research because, like myself, Malik has done his own research here before coming on live stream with myself. It's the only way we can give you guys quality content is for us to go away and do the homework so you guys don't have to do it and give you guys the news and the updates. So I hope you guys have enjoyed everything that's been said so far. If you're just tuning in, it is time, guys. The time has arrived to talk about the star girl, the star performer of the
Well,
weekend of action, right? And it's
well,
none
well,
other.
hold,
Go on.
hold on, Krista. How you gonna go across the pond? You went across the pond and made a turn going up. You supposed to just go straight across the pond and then land. You can't just go up. You can't go across then go up.
Do you know
You
why I
going
did?
you,
I
you
think
going
I think
upstream.
I think to be fair to the guys in the comments section, I'm trying to be fair to them. They've been waiting for over an hour. So I figured, you know what? Maybe they have waited long enough and now it is the time to talk about the star girl. I'll allow you guys to talk about your star girl. It could be someone else, but the star girl for this week is Yazmeen Jamieson because she did go ahead and create history. So let me reiterate that the goalkeeper there, Yazzie DJ Yazzie, as some of you like to call her there, she's gone and created history for her club. And what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Twitter. I think this was a special game, guys. Definitely a special game. So I'm going to turn on the shared screen again. This time I'm going to make sure that it's turned on. Mr. Bailey, thereafter remove your comment for a second. I'm going to create that banner on screen because it is a special moment there for Yazmeen Jamieson. And we're going to head over to Simcoe County Rovers. That is the club belonging to Yazmeen Jamieson, and they played in a double header. I actually quite like this. So as you can see there, you should be able to read this one on screen for yourself. It was game day over the weekend for the Rovers there, both their men's and their women's team. Their women's team kicked off their weekend of action there, and that was then followed by the men's team. But what are we interested in? We're interested in the women's team. And there you have it. The lovely Yazmeen Jamieson there, right in goal. That's what we like to see. Reggae Girlz starting all across the globe. And this one was special. Let me go ahead and show you guys why it's special, guys. If we scroll up, let's scroll up and let's look at the all important full-time results. For you all there. So there you have it, guys. The full-time results. This one reads for itself. You don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it
Chris,
for you guys.
Chris,
Simcoe County Rovers there, 3-0 winners. And Malik,
can we couldn't people couldn't see because you still had the banner. The banner was hiding the score line.
the scoreline, you can't see the scoreline.
Yeah, the banner was hiding it.
Okay, I'll scroll up so that they can see the score line. So let me go back over that one there for you guys. Hopefully you should be able to see the on-screen results there. This one pretty much reads for itself. As I've reiterated so many times in this live stream, the star girl of this weekend's this weekend of action, or I should say last weekend's weekend of action star girl performance belongs to Yazmeen Jamieson. You can read the full-time scoreline. It clearly says there that Simcoe County Rovers defeated Blue Devils FC 3-0, and it was a 3-0 victory. And it's important because who did we have in goal? We had Yazmeen Jamieson there in goal. So Yazmeen Jamieson registered the first ever clean sheet in Simcoe County Rovers club history. Rovers defeated Blue Devils FC 3-0 on Sunday afternoon to kickstart their 2022 season. So there you have it, guys. The star girl of the weekend of action performance belongs to Yazmeen Jamieson there, registering her current club's first ever clean sheet in a 3-0 victory over the Blue Devils. So that's some positive information there for Yazmeen Jamieson. I know a lot of you in the comment section are huge Yazmeen Jamieson fans. Some of you refer to her as DJ Yazzie. So I do know that some of you are Yazmeen Jamieson fans. So you will be pleased to see that lovely bit of information there, factual stuff there where Yazmeen Jamieson is concerned. Long may it continue. I hope she can get another clean sheet in her books on the next occasion against her next opponents there. Mr. Mills, you were saying?
I don't think I wasn't saying nothing.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so some of you are just something else. Right. So Malik wants us to backtrack and head over to the pond. This time he wants us to go straight to the States, right? So that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go over to the States.
So let's go to the first one. Angel City.
I feel like this is going to be coming on as a run there. There's going to be a run there for Mr. Malik Mills. Actually, not the NWSL because there's no matches played there. I believe
You gotta go to you gotta
they're
go to
doing the Challenge Cup. So
yeah.
let me just go ahead and bring up the results there for the Challenge Cup. You guys are probably going to be a little bit annoyed with this one. I have to just go ahead and remove my banner there so you guys can see the screen clearly. This one pretty much reads for itself. If you're not familiar with Angel City, it is the club belonging to none other than Alison Swaby. And this one reads for itself. As you can see there, Alison Swaby on the bench as Angel City recorded a 1-0 victory over Portland Thorns. What's your take on this match, Malik?
Well, I'm congratulations to Angel City, but once again, Crystal, another reggae girl on the bench. What is going on? Is somebody putting something in people Kool Aid that's making people forget who their best players are? Is they putting something in the Kool Aid? Is it some new type of Kool Aid that make you forget who your best player is? I think it's some new type of Kool Aid out there because if you go down to the other game and you look who was on the bench in that game, it's just crazy. If you go to the Nashville game and look who was on the bench in that game.
So the results, I know you guys don't like to see your Reggae Girlz there on the bench. For obvious reasons there where our Reggae Girlz are concerned. I know you guys definitely don't want to see them there on the bench, but these things happens, guys, particularly when you move to a new club. It does usually take a while there for you to get up and running, so these things can happen. Hopefully things will change for the likes of Alison Swaby there as her season continues. And if we go back, I should not be looking at that, but let me go up and get up another team there for you guys. Another results, if anything. This one probably put a little downer on
We
your.
can't see the
Yeah, I'm
screen.
just I'm just lining it up before I bring it
Uh,
up on screen. So this one probably put a little downer for you guys. So let me go ahead and read out this result here for you. Let me now switch on the shared screen now that that one has been lined up. But let me go ahead and remove the banner there. And if I go over to Kansas City, you guys should definitely, and this is all for the Challenge Cup, guys, in case you're wondering. This is the club belonging to Sydney Schneider, and pretty much reads for itself, doesn't it? If we go through the starting 11, unfortunately, we have Schneider there on the bench. Only positive I would say is that her side, Kansas City, defeated Chicago Red Stars 2-1. So that's the only positives that I take from that particular match. Gonna turn off my shared screen again because it can look a little bit messy when I'm trying to bring up the results. Good evening to yourself, Miss Brown. How are you? Good evening, Rochelle. How's your weekend? How's your weekend? How's your Monday? How's your Monday looking Hopefully, your week has gotten off to a strong and positive start.
And
Gonna have to ask you. Go on, Malik.
I just wanted to say something about Miss Snyder. Miss I noticed since it looked like since she has came out of college, right? She has not been getting as much playing time since she got drafted into the NWSL. I
Yeah, it's go on.
I don't understand the reason why or know the reason why. Is it because she's not the type of goalkeeper the team wants or what? But if not, why don't a team that use that type of goalkeeper and need her try to, get her so that she can get playing times? Even though, you know, cause like that would make it more better with her getting more playing time. It would make the competition better for the Reggae Girls go when it comes to goalie situation because you would have her, Jamieson, and what's the last goalkeeper, the other goalkeeper name?
Should I let you guess?
Nah, don't make me guess.
Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer. Yeah, it'd be good because you would have a goalkeeper battle, and
Yeah.
then and one more thing before you finish that, she was a goalkeeper who also started in 3 World Cup games. So I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. But I mean, I'm not the manager, so you know.
Yeah, the thing with Sydney Schneider, the situation with Sydney Schneider is that it's just an adjustment period for her. Hence why she moved on from her previous club and now gone over to Kansas City Current. It's an adjustment period. Said it on a couple of live streams before. With regards to goalkeepers, they're not like outfield players. Outfield players stand a better chance of moving from one club to another and possibly finding themselves right bang into the starting 11. With goalkeepers, it's a matter of waiting and seizing the moment, waiting for, dare I say, the number one goalkeeper to have a blunder, or not even a blunder, repeated blunders to basically screw up, and then the coach would, or the manager or the head coach will turn to you and give you your chance. But with goalkeepers, the opportunity isn't the same as your outfield players. Outfield players are better positioned when they move from one club to another in regards to getting minutes under their belt. With goalkeepers, it's about biding your time, sitting back, being patient. It's frustrating, but it's the life of a goalkeeper. I'm pretty sure Schneider and other goalkeepers, we saw there that Rebecca Spencer was on the bench in a North London derby. I'm pretty sure she would have liked to have started the game, but that wasn't the case. Goalkeepers, they do know that is the job that they've signed up to. It's unfortunate, it must be frustrating, but it is what it is. I do trust that when the opportunity comes their way, fair opportunity, equal opportunity, opportunity that comes with consistency as well. I'm pretty sure if you combine equality and equity, you will see the return of a player like Sydney Schneider in that starting 11 week in, week out. I'm not too worried about Sydney. The only concern for me is that I just don't want her confidence to be knocked. I just hope that she remains a confident goalkeeper, outside of having to sit on the bench for the time being. I hope that she just used that as a confident booster so that when we turn to her in the national side, for the national side, she's ready to show up. So that's my only thing with Schneider. On a positive, we can see there that one of our other goalkeepers, like I've said, let me reiterate, the star of the show, Yazmeen Jamieson. Positive note there that she's starting for her club. Long may it continue. Let's hope that she now cracks on and she becomes the number one goalkeeper there for her club. It's going to take some doing to remove her from the number one spot there. Let me reiterate for some of you who are just tuning in, the star of the show where the weekend of action is concerned is Yazmeen Jamieson. Yazmeen Jamieson registered the first ever clean sheet in Simcoe County Rovers club history. Rovers defeated Blue Devils 3-0 on Sunday afternoon to kickstart their 2022 season. So long may it continue. We can't all have it our way, guys. I would love for us to be spoiled and just have all the Reggae Girls starting for their respective clubs. But there's so many of them that is at this point, this moment in time, safe to say that it's unlikely that that's going to be the case. Again, if I was the person in charge of player selection, you already know that they'll all be starting because I'll be biased towards them, and I'm sure my lovely co-host would also be biased, as well as you guys in the comment section. Before I forget my manners, thank you so much for tuning into our live stream. This is a review show of the Reggae Girls Weekend of Action. I hope you have enjoyed everything that's been said so far. If you've missed the show, hopefully you find time with your precious day to go back and do a little rerun there. If you're just tuning in, kindly remember to go ahead and hit that like button for myself and my lovely co-host, and we will definitely um be grateful for your support. Rochelle, tired Monday. We've all been there, Rochelle. We've definitely all been there. Miss Jones Spence, you are always supportive. Listen to the lovely lady, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button. And Hot Chili, you hit it on the head. You hit the nail on the head there, right? Definitely agree with you. Goalkeepers have it the toughest, no doubt. They definitely have it the toughest in comparison to the outfield players. Mr. Mills, how you feeling? How you looking?
I'm feeling good.
You
I'm just,
feeling?
I'm just, I'm just enjoying. I'm just being a co-host on the show, and also at the same time being a fan of the show, and just enjoying listening to the conversation.
I'm enjoy working with you. It's in case you're wondering, guys, how did this partnership come about? How did this co-hosting come about? Pretty much, Malik was just like you guys in the comment section. We didn't know each other, never spoke to each other. I think the first time we spoke to each other was 2 weeks ago, over 2 weeks ago, right, Malik?
Yes, yes. This about the third week now.
Yeah, we've got like 1 month coming up. And yeah, he just pretty much came on the live stream. Like we said 3 weeks ago, and he's been back ever since. I'm sure you guys have enjoyed listening to Malik as much as I've enjoyed working with him. So if like Mr. Mills, if you fancy coming on live stream with myself, you are more than happy. You're more than welcome to do so. I'm more than happy to accept you, given that you just do what myself and Malik do, which is to show respect to the team, most importantly, to you guys in the comment section, the coaches, the coaching staff as well. And I know it's tough to show respect to those above where the board is concerned, but also show respect to the board
And,
as well. I know it's tough, right?
and Crystal, I want to say that he just said talking about team. The Reggae Girls, right? The
Yeah.
Reggae Girls are like a Tesla.
Where you
Vin
going with
Vin
this one?
Vin Blaine don't have to give them too much instructions. He just had to tell them what he need them to do, and they just do it. They just win the game. He said, "I need you to win the game." They go out there, win the game. You know how he tells the Tesla, "Take me home," and the Tesla will take you home by itself. You could be in the back seat. That the Mega Goods is a Tesla. They just you just tell them win the game, and they win the game.
That sounds like Mr. Blaine has a pretty easy job then, if that's the case.
Yeah, Ren Blaine. I feel like his job is pretty easy. He just he as long as he keep the president and the constituaries out there.
Mr. Vin Blaine have one of the easiest jobs in football, according to my co-host, Mr. Malik Mills. I see autopilot style. So you guys
See,
are in agreement.
see autopilot. This auto drive. You know,
Oh God, that is something. I saw someone asked a comment about Vin Blaine. Trying to find it. Where is the comment? I think someone asked about Vin Blaine earlier. Mr. Tennessee Lewis, apologies for my poor manners there, Mr. Tennessee. How are you? Good evening. If I haven't said good evening to yourself already, Tennessee, I do apologize. Hope you had a lovely weekend, and I hope your the week ahead is looking bright and sharp. Someone said it. I can't find it, guys. The person who mentioned Vin Blaine, I think I scanned your comment. I think you was asking if we could get Vin Blaine on. I don't want to make up comments. I can't remember what you said. I can't find your comments. I'm sorry I didn't click on it. I had planned on reverting to your comment, but sorry about that. Forget about other people. Puts his pocket. Mr. Morris, you're choosing violence on a Monday evening. Absolute ruthless comment there from Mr. Morris. Mr. Norton Morris is saying that's because Vin Blaine is genuine. Forget about other people who put their pockets first. I can't think of many who would disagree with you there, Mr. Morris. We're all entitled to our opinion. Football is a game of opinions. Um, Tomorrow we're going to be back here. What day is it tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tuesday. Today, what day is it for me? I'm already in Tuesday. Oh my, it's 1:45 in the morning here in the UK. So that's perfect timing for me to turn on my shared screen once more. See if I can go through something there for you guys. So you guys would have seen the live stream there between myself and my lovely co-host, Mr. Malik Mills. This was on Sunday. Time flies, and I'm forgetting the day of the week. We actually did a live watch along of this game. You must remember this one if you joined us. A comfortable win for the under 17s Reggae Girls there, and we defeated Bermuda there.
Bermuda.
Bermuda there 7-0 in the CONCACAF Championship. And our next game, in case you're wondering there, our next game is actually taking place tomorrow, Tuesday, that is, or today if you're in the UK. It's a 6 p.m. kickoff if you're based in Jamaica. So that would make it a 12 a.m. kickoff if you're based in the UK. And as you can see there, tomorrow we'll be taking on Dominica Republic. So we'll be hoping for another deja vu scoreline there in regards to possibly the scoreline or maybe even the results. We can remind ourselves that the senior reggae girls defeated Dominican Republic in style some weeks ago at the first hurdle, the first round one of the CONCACAF Women's qualifiers. That was the final fixture they played on home soil some weeks ago. So if you guys aren't too busy, do give myself and the lovely Malik Mills a moment of your time tomorrow. Write this one in your diary, 6 p.m. Jamaica time. We'll be taking on Dominican
And,
Republic. And it's the U17s in the CONCACAF Women's Championship. Yes, Mr.
and
Mills.
and like our star player said, I mean, we feel that we can win this game. It might be a little bit tough. The only reason why is just because Dominican Republic has home field advantage, you know. So the crowd would be roaring and well, I mean, not too many people, but it would be a little bit of people in there roaring for the Dom Vap, so the players will be hearing them. But I feel that we could beat them, and then on Thursday, I feel that we could beat Canada. I feel we could tell Canada, y'all wasn't ready for this. You can't touch this like MC Hammer.
Interesting note there, interesting point where the home fans are concerned might be a little bit similar to the home fans of the Cayman Islands there. We saw what happened when the senior reggae girls played against Cayman Islands away from home. They received a warm welcome. I trust that tomorrow will be more of the same for the under 17s reggae girls when they take on Dominica Republic. Despite of not playing on home soil, I think the Reggae Girls, be it the under 17s or the senior team, they're loved all across the globe. So wherever they go, I'm expecting them to be received with open arms because they are a lovely bunch, professional. Safe to say that people outside of Jamaica definitely idolize them as well. So I think they'll be all right for tomorrow's game.
And something I wanted to say also, Christy, like we talked about yesterday during the live stream, you know, the coach, right, for the under 17 is the same coach for that was the same coach for I think the U20s. And it,
I think I lost you there for a second. Carry on, Malik. I need to fix something.
oh,
I think the guys in the comment section can hear you, but I just lost you temporarily, literally just for like maybe 1 or 2 seconds. You,
oh, yeah. So I was saying with that, it's funny how, we got more preparation time with the under 17 than we did with the U20 girls. Because if we could have got both preparation time the same amount, imagine what a U20 team could have been right now. The U20 team could have been on their way, getting ready to go to the World Cup. So I can't remember the coach's name off the top of my head, but coach, this is from a big Reggae Girl fan. I am begging you. I am pleading to you. Please, 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 please let the Reggae Girls under 17 team make it to the World Cup so we can have two Reggae Girls teams at the World Cup, and hopefully both of them can bring back that gold, beautiful, diamond plated trophy back to the island of Jamaica.
Malik, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the guys in the comment section. There's something else. I don't know if you can see. There's one comment there that I definitely, 1 or 2 comments that I can't even bring that up on screen, but you guys are something else. I think you can probably read it, Malik. Yes, I do agree. We support them. Definitely support the of any side, anyone who represent Jamaica. We definitely give them our support. So myself and Malik will be here tomorrow. It will be 6 p.m. Jamaica time. I am 6 hours ahead of you, so that will be 12 a.m. UK time. I'll be back before then to give you guys the live watch along. You guys have been requesting live watch alongs of the U17 side, so I'm going to give you guys that. If you guys haven't watched that live watch along done by the trusted Malik Mills there, see if I could get that one up for you, and maybe you guys can be kind to go ahead and give that one a rewatch in time for tomorrow's game. I would encourage you to go ahead and do that, simply because it will probably keep you in the loop with regards to tomorrow's discussion. Also, familiarize yourself with the players as well. So, um, this is the one that I'm referring to. If I could go ahead and turn on my shared screen, you guys will be able to see it. So you guys can go ahead and type this one in. My title should actually make it easier for you and just copy the URL, right? So this was the Jamaica versus Bermuda live watch along there, done by myself and Malik Mills. I'm gonna go ahead and actually turn off this shared screen and put the comment. Hopefully this one works. So that should be the link there. I hope it's the link. I have no idea what I just copied. Let's copy that again. Um, so ignore. Go ahead with this one, guys. I don't even think you guys can copy links. I don't know. Can you guys click on links? Is it possible to click on a link in the comment section? Let's see.
You
Let's.
gotta you
Oh
gotta
yes.
hold it down.
Yeah. Well, I have a link that you click on, guys, in the comment section. It should take you to myself and Malik's live watch along there. So whichever comments you guys click on in the comment section, both URL takes you to yesterday's live stream. I hope you guys enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed it. Really? First, if there's a first time for everything, Mr. Samuel. Definitely a pleasure having you on my platform. I hope you've enjoyed I hope you're enjoying what you're hearing so far. Since you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, given that you like tonight's content. Also, it would be nice to see you here tomorrow. So if you are planning on coming here tomorrow, do go ahead and hit the subscribe button or the notification bell there so you can be on alert for when myself and Malik go live. You guys might see Mr. Richard Stevens tomorrow. I know he likes to pop on when we're doing live watch alongs. Also, Mr. Mikey Ballin. Those guys like to pop on for live watch alongs.
I will
And
see.
go on, Malik.
I will see if I can get the candidate to come on the show tomorrow. You know his schedule might be busy running for Prime Minister of England, so I'm gonna see if I can get him on the show. We gotta go around town shaking hands and kissing babies.
So if I have any problems here in the UK, I'm supposed to go to Richard Stevens, right?
Yes.
Okay, understood. Definitely understood. Hot Chili is saying he wants double figures. Hot Chili is a bit greedy like the rest of us. We're all greedy. Hot Chili, we always want more goals there when the Reggae Girls are in form. I think they could have definitely hit double figures there, Hot Chili. So I see your point.
Give
Um,
us give us 20.
give us 20. I think Hot Chili is referring to getting some rest there. I think I read that one wrong there, Hot Chili. My apologies. Malik actually wanted double figures. Malik wanted 20 goals plus tax against Bermuda. Poor Bermuda. Luckily for them, that one didn't come to fruition. And with regards to the preparation, yes, Malik is definitely right. You can see what preparation does. Good preparation, timely preparation results in positive um, full-time results there where the Reggae Girls seniors team and the sorry, I'm looking off screen guys in case you're wondering what am I doing. Positive results there for the Reggae Girls senior team and the U17s, both teams arriving in camp ahead of schedule. I think the U17s arrived in camp like a week before match day one, if I'm not mistaken. That's gone on to pay dividends. Similar to our Reggae
What
Girls senior team, they arrived in camp well ahead of their first game there for the April fixtures in comparison to their first game for the February fixtures, and you can see what preparation does to the body, the mind, and the results. Sorry, Malik, you were saying something?
Well, I remember, and I think that what happened is because of the JFF. Because I remember one time the coach was on the news and he was talking about it, and he did say that he wanted to try to get the girl for the U20 team on the island, but for some reason it never came to fruition. But he's tried, but I guess the JFF denied him that access. You know,
Oh dear. Are we surprised?
nope, not at
Mr.
all.
Samuels, if that is an invite and you're planning to house us, then thank you very much there, sir. We will see you in Philly. If not, no, Mr. Samuels definitely won't be going over to the relays. Not feasible this time round, but hopefully in the future that will be something that we can put in the diary and execute it. Everyone's getting rain except London. We're the only one. Can you guys believe it? Here in England, we don't have rain. Hopefully, it stays that way. Let me look at my weather. Speaking of rain.
Well, and thank you, Jasmine. Thank you for saying I am an amazing co-host.
Oh, bless. He is. He is, Jasmine. Oh, well, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm
This
out in front with the weather. I've got sunshine.
well, we
Sunshine.
don't we don't. I don't think we got no rain either.
Yeah, me and you're in the same boat there, Malik. We've got sunshine, no
Let me
rain,
see.
guys. So, for once, I'm the one with the sunshine. That's not going to last long. So, tomorrow, I think I need to get some walk. I need to do some walking. It's been a while since I've done any walking. I like walking as my exercise, guys. In case you're wondering why am I talking about walking, of all the exercise, I enjoy walking the best. Um, so I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. After
Well,
I
no,
work.
I I do get rain. I do have 50% chance of rain tomorrow. Only one day though. Only one day this week.
Hopefully it doesn't rain. Hopefully it doesn't rain. For you there, Malik. So also, guys, a massive thank you to Malik. He introduced you guys to some rugby there. Hope you guys are as appreciative of that update there from Mr. Mills. He gave us some rugby update. Definitely hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the co-host. I'm loving having him side by side with me. It's great. It's always great when you can have someone on screen to speak with rather than talking directly at the camera. You ask any content creator, they'll tell you at first it's a little bit odd speaking directly. Basically, you're not even looking at the camera because I don't actually look at the camera, I'm just looking at my screen. So, speaking directly at the screen, sometimes it does feel a little bit weird. So, it's an absolute blessing when I get the chance to have a co host next to me. So, big up yourself, Mr. Mills.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, Kristen. Before you leave, before we come off the show, I just want to ask you a funny question because
Yes,
eh, how come?
I'm scared when it comes to your funny questions. Should I be scared?
No, no, there's nothing
I'm
to be
worried.
scared of.
I feel like I should go and hide underneath my table.
How come you are not a Crystal Palace fan and your name is Crystal? You know, you got a team that's named directly exactly like you, share the same name, and that's not your favorite team.
To be honest with you, why I became an Arsenal fan back in the early millennium, they were one of notably they were one of the very first diversified football team, professional football team, particularly in the Premier League when it comes to black representation. So that was an instant attraction, and also that's the team that my family supports. So I really think I had much choice but to support them. Usually, when you're young, you just support whoever your family is supporting. So that's how I became a Arsenal fan. I think if I was younger now, looking at Crystal Palace, it is an attractive club, being that they have a black manager, a dark skinned manager, and they also have a host of black players, dark skinned players as well. So the attraction would have been there in terms of representation. So maybe if this was the early millennium, maybe it would be Crystal Palace. Um, yeah, so that's the. How did you
And
become
see,
a Chelsea fan?
well, I became a Chelsea fan because of my dad,
I
But
think
that, but
already, yeah.
yeah, but like now, if you ask me about other sports like American football, basketball, like he's a New York Giant fan, and as you can see, hold on, you can't even. As you can see, I'm a Detroit Lions fan,
Yeah,
and then in basketball, he a Knicks fan, and I'm a Detroit Pistons fan. So
I don't know about that. I always find it funny when we have like households and like dad supports one team, mom supports one team, the kids all support different teams. I always think that it's hilarious. Mr. Warren Webster, pick up yourself, Mr. Warren. It's rainy in Canada as well. Oh, bless you guys. Um, yeah, you guys are getting rain. I'm not getting rain. What are the odds of that? Hey, here in London, England, and I've got sunshine. Can't believe it.
and Mr. Webster, you should come on the show more often with us. You came on the show one time, and I haven't seen you since, Mr. Webster. I'm I'm looking forward to seeing you more often, Mr. Webster. You are a cool guy. I know you from over on the other channel I was on a couple of times, but you're a cool guy. You should come on the show more often, Mr. Webster.
I definitely echo that. I'm glad you've said it. I didn't want to be the one to say it. I'm glad you've said it, Mr.
You
Mills.
you know you know this. You know what? I'm gonna stop saying stuff because Crystal being a politician like Richard now. See, Richard, if you watching, I think we got competition for the prime minister. So we gotta step our game up because Crystal is a beautiful woman and the voters love beautiful women. So we gotta step our game up, Richard.
All
Cause
right,
Teddy, cause
I'll. Here's what I'll do. Going forward, I'll be quiet and I'll allow yourself and Mr. Stevens and Mr. Ballin. Mr. Ballin is not the politician. I know it's more. What I'll do is I'll prevent Mr. Ballin from getting onto Mr. Stevens' back and Mr. Stevens from getting on Mr. Ballin's back. Right? I don't know what your role is, but I'll do that. So I won't be the
I'm
politician. I'll break up the
I'm just
fight.
the I'm just the campaign manager. I don't break up fights.
Okay.
If a fight happens, I just give me some popcorn with some butter and sit down and watch it.
All right, you know what? In that case, I might just turn a blind eye and let the guys do whatever it is. Oh no, no, no! This can't happen, Hot Chili. I fear for this day when I do eventually have kids. I fear for the day where my child tells me that. Actually, I'm not even going to entertain that conversation because they
I
really
could
can't
I could
support.
see I can see it now. Crystal's son or her daughter say, Mommy, guess what? I am a Chelsea fan. We're going to a Chelsea game.
Chelsea, I think Chelsea, I obviously wouldn't be happy because I would prefer my team, but there's literally one club that my child I'm just hoping and praying that they don't support that side. I'm not even going to name them, but I think you guys all know where I'm coming from.
Who is it? Man United? Oh no. No, I know who it is. It's Manchester City.
I
Because
don't
we
mind
know we
Manchester City. I actually like Manchester City. I don't have no qualms with Manchester. I only have one
no
qualms with one particular club, and the guys should definitely know who they are. I have no qualms with Man City or Liverpool or Chelsea. Not even Spurs. I don't dislike Spurs. People probably find that weird. I don't hate Spurs.
I have
I don't have no reasons to hate Tottenham.
I have problems with Manchester City. I have problems with
Why?
Manchester
They're
City.
nice fans though. I've never met a Manchester City fan where I'm like, I don't like you. Like they're usually pleasant.
I have problems with because Manchester City fans, they feel that they superheroes and they can just and they can just slap everybody.
But they can. They literally can. I mean, they're one of the super teams in terms of results and winning trophies in the last decades. They've earned the right to be bragging. You know, just like Liverpool. Liverpool have returned to their dominant self. They've earned the right to brag. It's likewise Chelsea have earned the right to brag, the current champions of the world. Though they won't be re regaining or holding on to the Champions League trophy, they've earned the rights to brag as well. Outside of the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, other clubs just have to be quiet if you're there in the Premier League. Just have to watch the show, be a little bit humble, hope for a top four finish. Even as things stand, West Ham are up there with bragging rights. If they can go and do the unthinkable and win Europa League, then they could brag. A couple clubs around them don't really have much to brag about besides their history. So those guys have all rights to brag. If I were in their position, I would definitely be doing the same.
It's see, I knew I could get them to respond. You see, hot chili. You see, I knew I could get them to respond.
Oh, you draw out Hutch. You know, Hutchili's silent until he hears some disrespect about his team. That he's like, hold on, let me go and defend my
Which
side.
they, which they, which they song? What the song they sing? What the song they sing? Blue moon. Is
I
the
don't
blue
actually
moon
know.
the blue moon turned the white moon.
I don't actually know the Manchester City song. What's the context behind that? Blue moon turn into white moon.
When they play show when Bunny Shaw play Chelsea and they
Yeah.
gotta wave the white and they
Oh,
gotta wave the white flag
okay. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
yeah.
I watched Bunny being the Manchester City player and Drew Spence. They played a League Cup final some weeks back. That was a crazy game. Bunny won her first trophy there for Manchester City. And like I said, that was some weeks back, and I watched that live, guys. And the support for inside the stadium, crazy. The support reminded me of NFL support in the sense of, I don't know if they do this across the pond, but when NFL comes to the UK, so NFL London, watch my first live NFL game back in the early 2022, so maybe January, February, can't remember which month. And I
No,
was
that had to be like in September, because the NFL season, regular season, only play from
no,
September to
it was definitely early this year. December, I would have been coming back from Jamaica. I don't think I did any games in. No,
what
yeah, you're
well
right. You're right. It was before I went to
yeah.
Jamaica. You're right, Malik.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
yes, you're
I
right.
know what game I know what game you watch too.
How
I
am
can
I
tell you what
correcting an
game.
American, and a Jamaican American on NFL? I
Yeah,
should be ashamed of myself. You're right, Malik. My apologies. Yeah, that was in, I think that was in October, just before I went to Jamaica, and yeah.
yeah.
So I was surprised. Like I said, maybe Malik can add some clarity. I was surprised that there was a mixture of fans sitting together in the stadium, and there was no fights. And I was like, okay, there's no way you can have a FA Cup final and mix, say, for example, Arsenal and Man U fans, Man U and Liverpool fans, or Chelsea and Tottenham fans. There's going to be a fight. But I was amazed with NFL UK that they were mixed all across the stadium. And yeah, and I was quite similar to the League Cup final there with Manchester City women and Chelsea women. It was
Um,
mixed. Some people probably
and,
couldn't get tickets to the Chelsea and or the Manchester City, and so that's probably why they were mixed. But I thought it was quite cool to see that.
and then let me say it like this the reason why too, Chris. Let me be the exact reason. The reason why is because since the NFL, right, in England, I'm just gonna say London. I'm gonna say anywhere in England because one day they could play in Manchester one day. So anywhere in England, the NFL fan base has not grown to the level that it is here back in the States. See, you had fans of this team, fans of this team. It's another YouTube channel that I go on. I haven't been on it recently, but we talk about NFL football, and we cover the Detroit Lions, my favorite team. And I got a friend. He's also from England, and he is a fan of the Detroit Lions. So, you got fans of different teams, but now like if you come here to America and you give people the liquor and the liquor start getting to them and a team losing, then that's when they end up ready to fight. And then a lot of times also people like I said, you know how me and my dad rep two different teams. So like one person, your mother might be this team fan and your father this team fan. So you see them sitting together, but they love each other, so they not gonna fight each other over
Mm,
the game. They might get mad and not talk to each other on the way home. But other than that.
yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. Yeah, that's a fair point. Gino, pleasure to see you here, guys. Gino is Mr. Haiti, reigning champion of Haiti there, following the Haitian women's football team heavily. So guys, treat Mr. Gino there. Be kind to him. Great to see you back in the comment section there, Gino. Hopefully one day I could grab you and bring you on live stream. Big up Liverpool, up the Reds, definitely up the Reds. Good luck to yourself and Hot Chili and Rochelle as well. You guys going neck and neck for the title where the men's team is concerned in the Premier League. Warren Webster says 5 more likes to 50. Oh, really? Okay, guys, please do go ahead to hit that like button. As the lovely Mr. Warren Webster has stated, please subscribe and share with your friends and all your socials. You have the lovely. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know about that. I just try to do the best I can, but it's nice to see that it's appreciated. Definitely loving you guys' support.
So Christian, I
Mr.
wonder,
Holmes. Yes, sir. Go on.
just before we finish talking about sports. Oh, it's not even. I'm gonna put myself on move. My house phone ringing.
It's okay. So, Mr. Wholeness, I am not actually. I am a goner. Got a few shirts that you can see up here. This one's like of the bruised banana, right? Back in the day, the bruised banana. Also got a signed shirt. You guys probably can't see that it's signed. It's in red marker, so that's why you guys can't see it. 1971 of the canon there. It was Charlie George, legend Charlie George. He signed this one for me some years ago. So yeah, I'm agreeing on. I got a couple more shirts. You can probably see the red one there, Fly Emirates, the Nike one. This is one of my favorite jerseys. This one is signed by a couple of the players as well. I think Van Persie signed one of the shirts that I've got. A couple Arsenal players have signed a few shirts of mine. Um, I feel they could actually spank our U20s girls team. You want to see them go head to head. It's all about preparation, isn't it, Mr. Bailey? Joan Spence, I know there is a reason why I like you, lovely lady. She says Arsenal for life. Definitely echo that. Malik, we can try and see if we could take this one out to a couple more minutes. If you guys have anything else to say there in the comment section. Malik, you was gonna say something before you was interrupted.
I was just wondering, what since we really don't have nothing left to talk about. Um, what is your favorite airline to look to use?
My favorite airline.
Yes.
I don't think I have a favorite airline. To be honest with you, I don't think I have a favorite airline. They've been all right. I guess it's just for me. It's not been the airline. It's more about who you sit next to or who sits behind you. Not behind you. Yeah, who sits behind you and in front of you. That's been my only issue with airlines. Sometimes you have people who are a little bit disruptive. Like on my last trip, I think when I was coming back to the UK from Jamaica, I had someone, I can't remember, I think there was, and yeah, they were sat behind me is when I was coming back. And this lady kept on, every time she got up, she would hold on to my chair to help bolster herself up, and that irritated me. I'm like, can you not just lift yourself up? So at one point, I had to turn around and tell her, hey, like, come on, like,
Mhm.
don't do that. Um, and so, yeah, so my thing has more been with, um, my thing has more mainly been with other passengers more than anything else. If I'm being honest, yeah, and when I'm going to Jamaica, I usually do stopovers. So my stopover usually go to maybe Miami or ATL. Depends on what's available, really. My thing is, I just want to get home, so I don't really care if it's a long flight or not. Longest flight I've done about, I think, 15 to 18 hours. It sounds crazy. I can't believe I actually done that. There was about a 4 hour wait in, I think it was either Miami or ATL. So get rid of the red shirt. It's standard over the. Are you saying that, Mr. Webster, because you don't like Arsenal, or are you giving me good advice? I'm more than happy to take your advice there, but are you telling me that because you don't like the Gunners? More than happy to remove my red jersey. Um,
Well, yeah.
could replace it with one of my blue jerseys. I got another blue jersey underneath it, actually. That's another signed jersey there. So I have another
yeah
blue
can you
jersey underneath it.
yeah can you remove that red jersey? It's going to bring us bad luck. We don't want no bad luck. So can you please put a Jamaican jersey in front of that? We need good luck. Good luck only.
Mr. Webster, I don't know if you're pulling my leg or not. I don't know if I should take your word of advice. I know Malik there just wants me to remove it because it's Arsenal. I can remove it. I'm gonna replace it with another Arsenal jersey. Maybe the white one. I also have the white Arsenal jersey. You know, the one with like the marble red. What do you want to call it? Red streaks.
No, you can put that one right there. You can put that one right there in front of it. That green Jamaican, that Jamaican jersey right there. Yeah, put that one
Yeah,
completely over it.
it's gonna create a few gaps. I'll try and work something out for the next live stream.
We need good luck. We need good luck only.
Where do you sign? You on in the comment section. Sign up in the comment section. Yes, Jasmine is a Liverpool fan. Best of luck to yourself there, Jasmine. It's down to yourself, Hot Chili, and Rochelle, and a couple of the other guys in the comment section. I don't know who's going to be winning the Premier League, but best of luck to you and your side. She's lovely. She is lovely. Buckley as well. What a player. Tiny, complete all round performance. Yeah, Johnson was solid as well. Wilson. Yeah, I agree with you there. Definitely agree with you there. Used to be Mr. Bailey. I think things are turning. There's a slight change there. I'll give them that. There's a slight change. But yeah, you're right. I remember back in the day, back in the last decade, injuries were not keen to us, especially in Mr. Wenger's final years there, where Arsenal is concerned. Injuries completely ruined us. Lack of preparation, you're basically setting yourself up for failure. Guys, we've got about 1 more minute till myself and the lovely Mali Mills have to say goodbye to you guys until tomorrow. We'll be back on here tomorrow to give you guys a live watch along. Just to remind you all, that will be a 6 p.m. Kickoff there between Reggae Girlz, the U17 side that is. They'll be taking on Dominican Republic in Group F of the CONCACAF Women's Championship. 6 p.m. if you're based in Jamaica, 12 a.m. if you're based in the UK. Any final comments there, Mr. Mills? Think Malik's got some technical problems there again,
Hold
guys.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What's going on?
Big up yourself there, Coach Karumi. Nice to see you out and about. I hope you're in good health. Hope you're in good health there, Coach. Yeah, he's definitely made a few changes there. If you want to talk about getting rid of that toxic environment, the toxic culture, Mikel Arteta has definitely done that. Big up to myself and Malik. Definitely, I'll take that, Mr. Bailey. Big up to yourself as well. Actually, is saying let's get the win. Well, I hope that you guys will be here tomorrow to see if we can manage to do that. Before you guys leave, before you close off on the live stream, please do not forget to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, do remember to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Warren Webster is saying, let's go Toronto Raptors. Did I pronounce their name right? Um, I think I did. Sorry if I didn't. Trying to stay alive tonight. Good luck to your team and your match there. I hope you guys win. Hope you guys come out on top. I'd like to echo that. Good night to you guys in the comment section. I hope you have a steady journey home if you're making your way home from work, or maybe you popped out for some personal activities. Whichever it is, I hope you make it home safe and sound. And I do hope that you'll be joining me and Mr. Malik Mills on tomorrow's show. The star girl from the weekend of action there, where club football is concerned, is Miss Yazmeen Jamieson. She created history. What history? I think you guys might have to go back and watch my live watch along, my live dissection there, I should say, with the lovely Malik Mills, to go ahead and find out all about Yazmeen
And
Jamieson.
and I wanted to say, no, we are not dissecting frogs.
No, say that again.
I said, and no, we are not dissecting frogs.
Let me be kind to you guys actually, since you have been sat here with me. If you are just tuning in, the star girl from the weekend of action is Miss Yazmeen Jamieson. Jamieson registered the first ever clean sheet in Simcoe County Rovers club history. Rovers defeated Blue Devils 3-0 on Sunday afternoon to kickstart their 2022 season. So there you have it. Miss Jamieson is the star player of the weekend of action there. So go ahead and rewatch the live discussion there between myself and the lovely Malik Mills. Thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure especially when you guys are there in the comment section. 6 p.m. I will be, as long as it is not in the day. 6 p.m. Jamaica time. That will be 12 a.m. my time. So, they are fade downer there. I was hoping to get another live early watch along for you guys, but it is what it is. If one of you could go ahead and quickly hit that like button, I'll greatly appreciate it. I can see 59 of you have already hit the like button. Mr. J. Ross, sir, good evening to yourself. I hope that you are happy. I hope that you are in good spirit. I don't think I saw you yesterday. Apologies if I did. Hope that you had a lovely weekend. Hope that your week has gotten off to a strong start. If it hasn't gotten off to a strong start, I hope that it does as the days um, get closer and we edge towards another weekend. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure sitting here and doing this live. I'm so keen to say watch along because I'm so used to doing watch along with you guys. It's not a live watch along, it's a review. And let me reiterate, the star player of the weekend of action is Yazmeen Jamieson. So, I think we've covered all grounds there, guys. I think we have covered 63 of you. You guys are magical. 63 of you have hit the like button. Dig up yourself, guys, in the comment section. Just gonna hold off to see if we can get Malik back on screen there. Give him a couple more seconds there, guys. There he is. Wasn't going to close the show without seeing his lovely face. So there he is there, guys. We have Mr. Mills back on screen. If you are new to the channel, I do hope that you have hit that subscribe button or maybe even the notification button. If you are one of my regulars, thank you as ever for your continuous support. Definitely cannot do this without you. The journey continues. The growth of the channel is growing day by day, and that's all thanks to you guys, the ultimate 12th man in the comment section. And guys, unfortunately, this one has come to an end. On your way out, please do go ahead and hit the like button. If I don't see you for the rest of the week, I do hope that you have a fabulous week. And more importantly, do stay safe and have a great weekend when it comes. Until next time, take care.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.